Welcome to Laid on the Table podcast. Of course, you know, I am Leah the doll here. We got D-Lo in the building, and we have ATM Cowboy Steve here. And we're back with some hot topics
ATM's
today.
finna go out of business. We're going to have to change his name to Bitcoin Steve. Or
Hey, BTM, hey man, I'm already on it though.
Bitcoin Cowboy.
Look,
I'm already
he's
on
on
it,
to
bro.
the next
Bitcoin
venture.
Cowboy.
Always on top. All right, so it's been a minute. How's everyone?
I've been good.
Yes.
I've been pretty good. Busy
We
as
have some
hell.
things to talk about here.
Well, we're in our
today.
new studio though. Shit, this
New
is our new
studio.
studio.
Yeah.
As you
We're
guys
working
can
hard on
see.
this one.
Yeah,
We
can't wait to fix
came a
it
long
up.
way.
We came a long way. We worked hard, and now look. it's
Listen,
paying
we
off.
got kicked out and fired from every studio we went, and now we're here, and they can't tell us nothing.
nothing.
I just want to say,
Nothing.
I just want to say for people showing us love like Salt Mine and the Brunch House. The Brunch House, right?
Brunch House, yes.
Yeah. Salt
They,
Mine and the
uh-huh.
Brunch House show love along the way. So shout out to them, the Brunch House, Salt Mine Studios.
Yeah, and we can't forget our
Yes.
producer Wes, man. He's the one that
Oh, yeah.
got us in Salt Mine,
Yes.
and now he followed our crazy asses over to our new home.
Yeah.
Shout out to City Vodka too.
I'm here to stay.
He's here.
He don't bring no
He's our
stuff.
favorite.
He don't bring.
You're stuck with me like herpes and roaches.
Damn,
Herpes
herpes is
and
crazy.
roaches.
You can't get rid of that.
Herpes
You
is
know,
crazy.
that's a good.
I'll
that's
keep
a
the
good
roaches,
analogy,
but hold the
yeah.
herpes.
Nah,
Yeah.
roaches, you can't get the
I'll
roaches.
take
I
the
ain't gonna
roaches,
lie,
but
he
hold the
ain't
herpes.
No, but that's a good analogy though. Like herpes
Motherfuckers
and
to bomb their
roaches.
house a
Two
thousand
things you
times
can't
and
get rid
roaches
of.
will still come out that bitch like, we're here. You be like, damn, this motherfucker like a boogeyman.
Man, have you seen those houses that got like tents over them because they're getting like diffumed and shit?
For real?
Yeah, man, we had one in my neighborhood, bro.
When I think about that, I think of Breaking Bad. You know, when they were going in cooking their meth.
Oh, they did use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they really did use that. Man, maybe that's what they're doing in my neighborhood. Because my neighborhood, man,
Maybe.
it's guns, drugs,
You
and
might
like
have some
crime.
meth dealers up in there.
Probably fentanyl. Man, I'm about to go knock on their door. But anyways,
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you snitching, Steve. You snitching, man. Come on now.
It's probably cartel. I don't want no part of that.
snitching whatsoever.
State your name and what you're doing here. All right, Wes, man, what
So
you got for us,
what's
bro?
our first topic here? What are we talking about today?
All right, so the first video I got for you guys, man. So Shannon Sharpe has got something pretty interesting to tell y'all.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
I think I know.
Been seeing it all over the fucking media.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
What an old man.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
And she sound dumb as hell.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not
Right,
really
okay.
interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
Let me kick this one out.
Hold the
damn.
fuck up. I didn't even hear that part when I saw it on social media.
Can I kick this
I
one out?
heard a couple clips, but I did not hear that one.
What you got, D? What you got?
Big
man?
black guy chokes.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It sound like they had recently just got into a little argument. They got over it. She just started recording it, and now they on to the point they calmed down. And she like, well, I guess we gotta go. I don't want to get choked. And he was like, might choke you in public. Sound like they just talking shit.
He
You
said,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
big-
Right.
But
This
then
sounds
she
like
Just-
role play.
Yeah, she trying to get
It's
some
role
bread.
play.
No, yeah, it
He
sounds
said,
very.
big black guy choke a white woman in public.
Yeah.
He did the
it's-
headline for you right there. The
Right.
way he said it, that was the
It's like,
headline.
yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Shannon,
Yeah.
you a freaky motherfucker, man.
That sounds like some sexual shit.
He been on them red pills lately. You see him promoting them red
But
pills.
I'm gonna keep it real though. Women like when you get aggressive with them. Sometimes they like wanna, they don't want just make love. They wanna choke them up in the bed sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Spank them.
true.
You know, they like that. And that's what sound like they on. But he just
This-
saying.
I
he
got a
just
friend
taking
named
cracking
Cha
jokes.
Cha that likes that.
This
Yeah?
sounds like
Yeah.
some.
That's a nice name,
STD.
Cha Cha.
Yeah.
This sounds like some dominatrix shit though, like some SDMS, whatever.
Yeah, for
Well,
real. Now
I-
dominatrix is when they hold your ass up like this, take that. You
It's
ever
a
seen
spread
that movie
eagle.
Friday? He was like,
Yeah.
woo, woo.
Yeah,
They put
yeah.
the ball in your mouth. You
Yeah,
can't scream.
but it
Fuck that.
sounds like some like
They said hit him with the spread eagle.
submissive and whatever the hell, like 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, listen, I'm about to go. I'm about to go a different route with this one, right? Number one,
Okay.
I'm Team Shannon. First and foremost,
Oh,
right?
Team Shannon.
I'm Team
Got
Shannon,
it.
right?
Got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Shannon, you made some mistakes. You know, you were a little bit loose, a little bit careless about these young girls because these newer generation of women, they are not here for love. They're here for what you got. So
Except for
that's,
Leah.
Except for Leah, the
Yeah,
doll. But
except for
as
me.
far as the rest of them,
Yeah.
they're here for what you got. So what I got to say to this is, it's like Dr. Umar said, black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Oh.
You can't fuck with the snow bunnies. You can't fuck with the snow bunnies, Shannon.
Whoa. He
The
said
snow
that?
they're snow possums.
Damn.
Okay? They fake shit, they set you up, and they
That's
take
cool.
all your shit.
That's-
A queen would never do that.
Hey, this what I'm
Tell
gonna
me
say.
right now.
This what I'm gonna say.
Really?
This what I'm gonna say. It really don't matter what you is. I'm gonna say this though. And nowadays it's a what you could do for me game. At the end of the day,
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Because
Very
when you,
much so.
it's just like a woman when you meet a guy wanna fuck. Half of the time they just never tell you, right?
Right.
Because what else can they think? They could be like, oh my God, you're smart, you're beautiful. You get what I'm saying?
Now
But what do
let's-
when a guy see a woman, we look at them like, oh my fucking God. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then a woman like, motherfucker, you ain't finna, what can you do for me? Type
D.
shit.
All right.
Name of the
A
game.
queen would
Let's
never.
switch this around though. Let's like circle back here. So it's okay for a guy to be like, "Oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you give me head? Do this? Like, I want you to do all this shit in the bed, right?" So why is it an issue? Like, can you give me flowers? Can you give me something to eat? Like, that's a
I
problem.
like the
now.
eat part.
You know
But what
I
did you
mean?
do
Like,
for me though?
but you know what I mean? Like, no offense, not saying you guys do this, but guys, they'll tell you exactly what they want. I want some. I want to do this. I want to do this when we get together. I want to do all this shit. I want you to do all this shit to me. But then when it's time for, if I ask you, the bare minimum of like flowers or something to eat or just changing a tire, who knows, right? That's an issue for men.
I'll change the tire.
But you're so easy to tell me you want sex from me, but it's a problem for me for the basics to ask from you. How is that?
I think okay.
What the
Because
hell?
come on.
What the hell, Leonte?
First
You know
off, what the hell?
It's fine.
what
but
the hell
It's
he-
like what?
Listen, I think there's a lot of men that think they're the prize now, right? There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, right?
Princesses,
Okay,
yes,
I get
for
that
sure,
shit.
for
You
sure.
know, goddamn it, we
For
are
sure.
the prize, but I'm willing to earn to be the prize. You know what I'm saying? D, what about you, man? Are you willing to earn to be the prize, or are you just the prize out the gate?
I'm a pleaser anyway, so you know.
Wait,
What I'm
pleaser. I said
Period.
prize.
I just love
He
pleasing.
said, prize and pleasing.
He
So
said,
if
"Fuck the prize. I'm a
Like if, I
pleaser."
feel like this. I feel like if we rocking, if we messing around, even if we not in a relationship, we messing around or something like that. I got you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, my biggest pet peeve?
It's
My
not a
biggest
one-way
one.
street.
Biggest one. Somebody will ask me every day, have you eaten, and not do anything about it. You're just reminding me to eat. I don't need you to remind me to eat. I'm a fucking grown ass woman. I don't need you to remind me
What
to
you eat today? Nothing.
I need to
Oh,
hear.
okay, so what you doing?
Because
D
it's
just broke down their game.
All right, now this shit
no,
go.
for real. Because it's like it just sounds good.
Hey,
like,
next they're gonna hit you. What's
it
your
just
sign?
sounds good, so you can make it seem like you care about me in some way.
Still ain't went on lunch yet?
Like,
wrong for that.
And it's crazy because one time I was like, "Why are you asking me this?" And he was like, "Because I care." I said, "Well, you're just asking me. I don't need to be reminded to eat, baby. I can eat. I'm a human. I'm a woman. I don't need a reminder to eat every day." Now follow it up with a Cash App or an Apple Pay, and then I can see where you're going with this. But what?
I got
you
you. I
asking
got you
that
real
shit
quick.
every day?
Otherwise, they didn't.
I'm like
They didn't need.
annoyed. I'm
They didn't
like,
need
what
to
the
say
fuck do
nothing.
you want?
They didn't need to say nothing if they don't follow it. You know
I
what mean?
got it real quick,
And then I
fellas.
say no, and they're like, oh, okay. Well, what are you gonna eat?
Hit you with the word. That's what's up.
I got you real
don't
quick,
need
Lil. I got you
you
real
to.
quick.
I don't need
Fellas,
that.
don't ask a woman for the
Don't ask
breakdown.
me, please. This is gonna
How much
irritate me.
is your nails? And then don't give them no money on it. And don't ask if you ain't got it, goddamn. But just make it plain and simple.
And don't ask to suck my toes, and you're not paying for my toes.
Who the hell's
Listen,
asking you to suck toes?
Listen. I had someone. I was like, oh, I need to get my feet done. They were like, yeah, so I can suck on them. Yeah, are you gonna fucking pay for them so you can suck on them?
Well, I ain't gonna hold you
Like,
now.
what do you
If
mean?
I'm sucking your toes, goddamn it, that's a fee, because I'm cold at everything I do, goddamn. I should be charging you now, Flint.
Here we go. Here we
fucking
go. No,
Yeah, hold the
it's
toes.
just stuff
I don't know
like
about that one.
Like,
You don't suck toes?
I don't suck.
You
Hell no.
I
I
do
don't
it
do
all.
feet, bro. I don't do feet.
yeah. See, I don't do feet. I don't even do my own feet.
Listen, I'll do booty. I'll do all that,
Mom.
but no feet.
I
You
put
do booty
individual.
with no
hell?
feet?
No booty, but no feet.
What the?
Yeah, that's
You
like a
do
little
booty, but
backwards.
no
Booty,
feet.
no feet.
You gonna put a butt in your mouth but not feet?
A clean butt, Wes. A clean butt.
Well, it's clean.
Let me
clean
be
feet.
very clear, Wes. A clean butt, okay?
I ain't gonna lie to you. See, I put each toe in my mouth, and then I put the whole foot in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Nice,
Amen,
nice, very
You know?
nice.
Amen.
I can't do
He
this.
Ain't no
said-
rules to
I
this
can't
shit,
do the
man.
foot,
Ain't no
man.
rules.
But
You gotta get your
I'm
face
ankles
wet.
and up, bro.
Wait, why
I'm
a
ankles
butt?
and
Why
up.
a
man.
butt but no toes?
Her butt going inside the toilet.
Right.
I
Some stuff
I
come
stated
out that
before,
butt.
a clean butt, a very clean butt. Okay,
Very
as long
clean.
as it's a clean butt,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
What's the difference?
A clean foot and a clean butt
Ain't
right
no
out
wrong-
the shower.
ain't nothing wrong with some butt.
No, man. These bitches be walking around barefoot and shit, and you putting them in your mouth.
But motherfuckers
Told-
is eating crazy
Nah,
shit.
you gotta be not like
No,
so.
for
This how it is.
I
I'm gonna be real with
mean-
you. Like, I don't know. You know what kind of woman you messing with. You get what I'm saying? Like, if she finna put her dirty feet in my mouth, she out of order. Which she ain't finna do that. You get what I'm saying? Because as soon as I see they dirty, I'm gonna put them motherfuckers right back down where they belong. You know?
Well, that's fair, right? So, but so there's no one night stand booty eating. You gotta know.
Oh, hell
Oh,
no.
no.
You
Oh,
gotta know
hell
the girl.
I don't
Yeah.
know, Steve, because he
no,
say
no.
that shit every week he eat,
No,
but
no.
I don't know.
There's no one night
Listen,
stand
listen.
booty.
Steve-
eating,
Steve
bro.
blowing
If
shit
a
the first
man
night.
Ain't my
I gotta
butt, if a man ain't my butt on a one night stand, I know that's a nasty motherfucker.
That's a dirty
That's
Yeah.
oh,
motherfucker right
hell
there.
no.
Yeah.
You got all kind of diseases
Steve
and
open that
shit.
motherfucker up like this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no.
Steve and that bitch
No
going
way.
crazy.
No
Not on
way.
the first, not on the first night, buddy.
No.
No,
But there are people
no.
out there that do that on the first night, and it's like, oh damn, you just out here in these streets.
So since Steve always talking about what kind of moves you got? You ever put the toy under her while you eat the booty?
Toys,
Wait,
bro. I
wait,
am
toy-
the toy. What are
Why
you
are
talking
you
about?
fucking-
Nah.
Thank you.
That motherfucker,
You gotta
I
switch
am
it
the
up.
toy.
But yeah, after a
Shush.
while, a woman get tired of the same shit. You gotta switch it up when you've been with them for so
Listen,
long.
I always
That's
tell
real,
people,
too.
I
You gotta
always
switch
tell
it up.
men, because most women use roses and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't like to use none of that shit. I like the real deal. So don't ask me what I play with myself with. I
She
said some
the
actual
real
dick.
deal
I can-
Holyfield.
that's
Nobody, no, nobody talking about
Some
playing.
actual dick.
I can appreciate that because some of these girls be tearing their thing up,
Up.
using up all this stuff. And then I come home after a nice long hard days of work, and I try to get in that thing beat up already.
No, like I don't
So,
believe in that.
yeah,
It's
keep-
just it
keep that
doesn't
thing
do
nice,
anything for me.
holy.
One and two, I want the real deal. Like someone asked me, like, because they sent me a meme. It was like a guy putting hot sauce in a rose.
Oh,
And
hell
listen,
no. What?
He said she keep
That's how
playing
you
with me.
spice it up.
She keep playing with me. This is what I'm gonna do to her, right? It was a meme. It's like she keep playing with me. I'm gonna do this to her, and they sent it to me. I was like, luckily I don't use no rose. He was like, what do you use? I said actual dick. He said, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, no, I
Damn.
don't use toys, baby. I like the real deal.
She said, don't fuck with me.
That's how you keep it.
No, so listen.
No.
Unfortunately, like Steve, right? His situation a little different.
No,
Him and his-
unfortunately.
So listen.
There's no unfortunately.
I'm finna break it down to y'all. I'm finna break it down.
Said-
So my boy Steve, he been in a relationship for a long time, right? So when you've been in a relationship for a long time, after a while, like, okay, women be like, okay, you want to have sex? Yeah. You be like, oh, you want to hit it from the side? You want to hit it from the back? You're done? Okay. You get what I'm saying? Because they've been together for a long time. So unfortunately, when you've been with someone for a long
Not
time,
unfortunately,
you have to
use that
switch things
word.
up. You have to be spontaneous, right? So in the case of Steve, sometimes he may have to switch it up. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you don't have to use a rose, but you may have to switch it up. You may have to, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Listen,
D, I want to know. You said
we
in the
got a
case
lot of
Steve.
Patreon energy. A lot of Patreon
In case
energy
of
here.
Steve.
'Cause
And then what about in the case of D'Angelo? All right, let's get to D'Angelo.
Right.
Let's get to D-Lo.
Yeah, I'm just to the point where I just can't have sex with a lot of women no more because they just get too attached. I gotta like you. You get what I'm saying? I can make you squirt with my tongue and my you dig. You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm
you
telling you, I'm a dog. I'm a dog,
you a
man.
diggity dog.
Hey,
I'm a
listen.
dog.
You just reminded me of, man, we did that. We did Hope Core edit for TikTok, right? And I put that on TikTok, right? Remember the dog part
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right? Everybody out there was like, I remember when Hope Core was positive. I was like, this is positive. What are y'all talking about? This
Right.
is sexually positive.
It's very positive.
It's extremely positive. Okay, let's see. Shannon Sharpe left a statement.
Right, here we go.
Oh, all right. Sorry,
sidetracked
sorry,
for a
Wes
minute.
Shannon.
always switches
Sorry.
off. I'm
No,
surprised.
listen,
be,
you know
man.
what? You
You
know what I
guys
just-
always turn into shit, something
Nah.
sexual.
Cha-cha.
It's
It's usually
Shannon
Wes.
Sharpe's
It's usually
fault.
Wes.
It's Shannon
It's usually
Sharpe's
Wes.
fault.
It's a
talk
sexual
listen,
moment.
we could talk about something else, and it always ends up talking about blowing in somebody's butt, or doing some shit.
That's him, bro. That is him.
Who was the last one last week? That was Wes asking about, oh, yeah, I do. I get down and dirty. Don't let the city vodka hit the system.
Right.
Ain't no telling when the city hits the
No,
system.
when that shit hit the
I'm a
system,
pimp.
No
that's
telling when
it.
to say.
I'm a pimp by blood, no relation.
It's Shannon Sharpe's fault, but Shannon left a statement. My statement is found here, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. Yeah, you dirty snow possum.
Not
this
snow
could-
possum.
at this
we need all
juncture-
our viewers, man.
At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties, which meant that sucks. That honestly
Yeah.
actually
Damn, he got to
sucks.
step away.
He's stepping away.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, fans, friends, and colleagues. Damn. That actually makes me kind of little I'm I'm a little sad about this because all jokes aside, to me, Shannon Sharpe is inspiration for what we get to do, right? You know, he
Okay.
he sets the bar for media entertainment and just pure like comedy when you get to go watch him and Ocho, and I get a good laugh every time I when I have time to tune into their lives on Nightcap. So to see that, like, because these young women that obviously Shannon Sharpe chose wrong, he kind of was loose with it. It's very unfortunate that it leads to him losing certain ventures and him getting to be on ESPN, which I believe he's on One Take, and from my understanding, he's close to securing $100 million deal. I'm not sure if it's through ESPN or if it's through some of his ventures. But either
that's
way,
a thing, though.
But either
yeah,
way,
he has a deal, $100 million
$100 million deal,
on
and
the-
it
on
hurts.
the
It hurts.
table.
It hurts.
No, it
what's
don't
happening.
hurt. It don't hurt. You know why he's a genius? Because he waited to sign the deal. If he had signed the deal, they could have got even more money, right? But since now the deal is on hold until the case is done, he's smart.
But here's the deal, though. That's $100 million. He don't know if that deal is going to be there standing afterwards. That's
Well, if
that's
he
the
know,
bad
That's
thing.
the thing.
honestly, bro, they don't even sound like a fucking case. Like if you think about it, he said I may choke you. What you could prove in court, right? So if you're going against me in court and you say, yeah, he's going to choke me, right? And I'm gonna have my lawyer say, I'm gonna get a good ass lawyer, and we're gonna say, well, Your Honor, my client, Mr. Williams, also said he may. He didn't say he will. He may choke him in court. So now we got to fight that, right? Which case may not even go nowhere because I may choke you. I don't mean I may. I was just fucking around.
They may consider that as a threat.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily it was a threat. It didn't say he was going to do it, but it was a threat to do
And
it.
then you know what his lawyer may do after that? Well, my client and her had a conversation and they both was calm. No one seemed like they were out of his body. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then she was like, "Well, I'm going to come." That's when my lawyer going to play this part. Well, I guess I'm going to come because I don't want to get choked in public. So it's like you get what I'm saying?
But what do you guys feel about the accusations of he offered her
$10 million.
$10 million and, she didn't take it and she decided to proceed on? Like, if it was $10 million, I would have took that.
That was,
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I had this conversation the other day. The reason she didn't take that $10 million is because she's not by herself and extorting Shannon Sharpe right now.
That makes sense.
She's got a man in her ear that's telling her, nah, fuck that. You can get way more. Most women actually would, in my opinion, and I'm not meaning to
Sign me
offend,
up.
right? And I'm not meaning to offend women here, but most women, I think, if they acted on their own, they're like, give me $1 million, I won't say shit, right? That $1 million mark always seems to be the go-to number. But Shannon, being the man he is, he's like, fuck it, 10 million, don't say shit. I think what she did, she had a conversation, and whatever dude's in her ear is like, no, fuck that. You know what he's worth? Do you see the kind of money he's bringing in?
I still
10
wouldn't
million? And that was his first offer? No, we can get more.
care. I still wouldn't
So
care.
they saying that lawyer
10
who
million
picked,
is a lot, and you could flip that. That's still a lot.
They saying that
wouldn't-
10
lawyer
million,
who
hey,
picked
10
it up.
million, you're
You
good
could
for the rest of
still
your
flip,
life, and
like-
your kids are good for the
Yeah,
rest of their
no.
lives.
they saying the lawyer who picked it up, I guess he's the one that also
Tony
picked up-
Busby.
He's the one that picked up the Young Thug case?
No, he
Not
was
the-
the one that went after Diddy.
Yeah, and they saying that Diddy already won a few of those cases already, right?
And Jay-Z. Tony
And
Busby also
Jay-Z.
went after Jay-Z.
So
yeah.
they saying that if this go bad, he may be done. You get what I'm saying? And then this is the
I hope
reason
so.
why.
I hope so.
This
I
is
hope
the
so,
reason
to be
why.
honest.
They saying that they got Shannon Sharpe got proof on a girl for something. I forgot what it was. Basically saying it was consensual even afterwards.
Well,
You get what I'm
okay,
saying?
so that actually brings up a good point. Okay, so I often put myself in these positions of these figures,
You've
right?
been in
When-
them before.
Not quite, not okay, not on some sexual shit. Okay, I've had lawsuits,
No,
but not
you
on
said
sexual shit.
situations. We ain't talking
Steve
about
Yeah,
has
but
got
situation,
in
yes.
trouble with the law. He's familiar with
I've had
this
lawsuits
shit.
and I've won, but listen, when it comes to this situation, right? You got Tony Busby, the lawyer who cracked down on Jay-Z, lost basically because his whatever lied. if I was Shannon Sharpe and the kind of money Shannon Sharpe has, I would be the guy like, you know what? Only if I'm completely 100% innocent in this case, I'm going to make an example out of this lying girl. I'm going to have my lawyers run her down into the ground, make an example for the next 20 years that makes people like be cautious when they want to accuse somebody of some lying ass shit. Now, as far as the victims go, yes, that's a whole different scenario. But with this girl's doing, she's overshadowing the true victims that are truly affected by this.
Right.
And she's making a mockery out of it because she just wants money. That's what it is. She was used to that lifestyle. Shannon Sharpe's on to the next young bitch, whatever it is. And no, I don't want to lose this lifestyle. If I was Shannon Sharpe, I don't care if I had to drop $5 million, $6 million. I would tell my lawyers, make an example out of her. Make an example of this lying ass bitch, and I want it to set the precedents for the next ones who think they want to go on there and they want to lie.
Jay-Z already set the tone, and they still coming. They don't care.
No, but Jay-Z just he did just enough to make it go away. But if I was Shannon Sharpe, I would just come in.
Jay-Z said,
Yeah, bitch.
Jay-Z did a lot. So I read it. Jay-Z and his team actually sued the girl who went after him.
See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that.
I mean,
But at this point, like,
what
to me,
came
it's
of
just
it?
like, this the thing, though. They got to realize this, right? You got to, so prime example. That's why, like, if you go to a party, and just say, we all go to a party, right? And we got, it's Wes, Cha-Cha, you, her, me. They going to make this. They're going to make the girl sign the NDA.
I love you, Cha-Cha.
They're going to make the girl sign the NDA. And I
Oh,
see why they do
100%.
that.
Yeah.
I see why they do that because it's like
They
once you
do.
come in here, it's like don't try to be like, okay, you get all on me, then you be like, tomorrow he did this to me. You get what I'm saying? So
no,
it's
it's
like,
crazy because last year I went to like this. It's one of these football players. It was their birthday, and it was like a mansion. It's like the whole works, and all of the women had to sign NDAs. I had to sign an NDA. I was like, I ain't trying to do shit. But
Did it make
okay,
you like drop your
what?
phones and shit?
No, luckily. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
but
Well,
he was
that's
like,
good.
you gotta sign this. You're not coming in unless you sign this. I'm like, okay. I
God
mean, I
damn.
don't give a fuck. Like, I was invited here with the other athlete that I'm with right now. Like, I don't care. But yeah, they definitely do that just for the girls. Like, the guys didn't have to do that. Just the girls had to sign.
Well, it's unfortunate it's gotten to that point though.
I mean, I get it. You got like these women out here that just wants to,
Well, they don't. They
get a
want
bag out of things.
They want a
but-
lifestyle that they don't want to work hard for.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, and I just told you earlier, like, I just don't get how women don't want to get their own money. Like, why would you want to depend on someone else's money that's not
Right.
yours? Because then once that
I
fails,
ain't
then
gonna lie
what?
though. Women, y'all got it good though. I ain't gonna.
I mean, okay, yes, we have a good.
because guys throw it though
but-
too. Like at the end of the day, you can't just blame the women for guys.
Yeah,
They
but
present
listen,
that. Shannon
Oh,
Sharpe
listen.
No,
present that.
100%,
So it's all,
100%. Shannon
it go
Sharpe
both
has
ways.
some
That's true.
And
some.
then coming up to you, he like, baby, I could change your life. You know how these niggas be like.
That's true.
Well,
know?
and if you look back at a lot of
But-
his nightcap stuff, Shannon Sharpe did say he was like, "Oh, the young ones." He goes, "I don't." He's like, "What is it?" He doesn't go after what the age group. He goes after what he's the group that knows what he's worth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He knows his money. He's admitted that.
But guess what?
And it got
Once
sloppy.
they dump your ass, then what? That's why you need to get your own money, ladies. Get your own motion going. Just because, you're not going to be with this person forever.
I ain't
What if
gonna
they go
lie.
to the next
I'm
girl?
gonna keep it real.
They're going to go to
That's
the
how it
next
goes.
girl, and
Keep
then
it
what?
real though, Liv.
And then you're going to waste all your time with that person, focusing on their money. You got nothing going on for yourself. And then now you have nothing. You have no brains.
This
You
what
have
I'ma
no
say, this what I'ma
money.
say,
You have
not
no
true.
nothing.
Women up now. Women
you
up.
have nothing.
They checking the bag off these motherfuckers.
Of course
Like
they
old girl
are.
just had a baby by fucking Anthony Edwards.
Yes,
This
but,
motherfucker
I mean,
paid her what,
that's-
90 million?
You're talking about Aisha,
Yeah, he
Aisha
paid the whole
Howard.
thing.
But
Yeah.
yes, that's been happening
bitch
from
set for life.
the land of time. Having
That's what I'm saying,
having
like,
kids
woman is
by,
winning.
but I would never have
You
a
give it
kid.
the right
I
nigga,
would
you win.
never have a
Man, that's
kid
because we
to
come
get a
from
bag
caveman.
from
We're just like
somebody
caveman
ever in my life.
smash.
I would never get.
Go to
I would
Miami or
never.
Atlanta. Go to Miami or Atlanta. It's a big difference.
I
Or
would
Chicago.
never.
Especially
I'm sorry, I
Atlanta.
would
Especially
never.
No,
No.
I'm just saying in general, there's a
No.
big difference.
First of all, I can't
There's a
focus on
big
someone
difference.
else's money. I just can't. Like, that's your money. That's your money. That's not my money. So I automatically just be like,
then
no.
you meet a nigga be like, it's
Check
ours.
out.
he lying like
Just- no, I'm telling you, look.
It's ours.
He just
But
spit the game, bro,
why
at that
do you
point.
think? But why do you think I go so hard for what?
That is true. Yeah, no,
Because
He's
you're
like,
right.
it's not my money, it's
I know
our
a lot
money.
of people with money. I know a lot of people with money. But is it mine? No, it's not mine. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna work super hard. I just don't get the whole relying on someone else's money that's not yours.
I think that's a
You're
good
not-
mindset to have.
That's how I
That's
am.
Great mindset to have.
Some
It's a great
women, or
mindset.
really anybody going into a relationship.
Yeah.
Focus on your bag because
On
at any moment
yours.
that it could be taken
It
away.
could be gone.
It feels so good having your own and just saying, "Oh, I worked hard for this. I did this," instead of saying, "Yeah, I didn't do nothing. I'm just with this person, and he just pays for everything and buys me clothes and buys me this." No, because like
There's
I
no
said,
value in that.
there's no value. Like it doesn't build your character
none.
at all, and I just feel like that shit can be gone in an instant, and then you're gonna be ass out starting from ground zero with nothing,
Starting over.
no mindset, no businesses, no nothing, just nothing at all. So I'm like, look,
Take a
get
sip.
your
You
own
just
fucking
rub
money.
that shit down.
Get your own fucking money, ladies. Get your own fucking
Oh,
money.
shit. Talk to the
Focus
mic.
on your money, not these niggas' money. Period.
Okay.
At
That's
all.
the quote.
Leah said, get the money.
Look.
When you get the money, bring me the money.
Right.
Hey,
Or shit, invest
Y'all
in
hear
some
that?
shit.
Y'all hear that,
Invest
ladies?
in something that
Y'all
you're
hear
getting
that?
or save.
Because
work
a lot
hard
of
to
ladies
save
is
money.
rich now. If the niggas, I ain't gonna hold you. Women is smart.
course
I ain't
they
gonna
are.
hold
Of
you.
course
Like
they
what's
are,
that
but
old girl,
look.
Young Miami? Them they came up. They got in the game
big
and
time,
came to
big
fuck
time.
up. Like
JT and
no,
my
but-
big
man,
time.
they came up
Yeah,
off
she
the
came
niggas.
up, but they've been
Yeah.
artists. They've been
Yeah.
established. So
Yeah, but they know.
whether
Don't
whether
get
or
it
not-
twisted.
listen,
Artists don't be rich.
No, listen, we know that 360 deals, all that, right? But I'm saying is like whether she met Diddy or not, she could still go the music route, do extra shit just based off her name, not because he.
Let me ask you
It's
this.
just not,
So
like,
what
you
she did as far as music? Since she ain't been with Dick, she never. She
No,
stopped
I'm
with
not
the music
saying that the
she
music
make more
is
money
gonna
like
help
with her
her, but I'm saying,
podcast.
like
her-
just her name alone from her being an artist, she could do a hella shit. I mean, that's it. Just her name alone. Yeah, Diddy helped her. Yeah, that's great.
Diddy
Yeah,
put her
he
on.
did. He did. He and
Yeah, Diddy took her to that next level for
Kudos.
sure.
Like,
For
hold on.
sure.
kudos, because people need to be
For
like
sure.
that. Like,
With,
look,
what's the
you
name?
got some dreams. Let me invest in it.
Oh,
That's
Lil-
what I
you
like
talking
about
about Lil
guys.
Uzi.
Lil Uzi,
Let
JT,
a
Lil
guy-
Uzi.
That's what I'm saying. Let a guy invest in you, but don't solely like be focused
Oh, no,
on
yeah,
their
yeah,
money.
for sure, yeah.
Because I would love a guy to
Because
invest
you're
in me.
basically saying like a nigga could
Like
just get up and be
I
like,
want
I'm
to do,
done
I want to
any
do
moment.
a number of things with my life.
Well, that is to
So if a
Leah's
guy
point,
comes in like,
though.
you know what, I want to invest in your dreams. I would love that. I would love that because then I would, in turn,
turn.
you know,
And that's
Give
what
it
I have
back.
to. But that's
give
that's
it
the
back
thing.
the best way I can.
But I get what but I do get what Leah is saying
you know
though.
what I mean?
I get what you're
It's
saying because
like-
JT and my Young Miami, what they did was, yeah, they knew that they could elevate themselves with those names. Lil
Absolutely.
Uzi, Diddy. But what I respect about them is that they didn't just settle for what they got then and there. They continued it and they still keep working hard.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
respect that. I
That's
can
what I'm
respect
saying.
that, right? It's being strategic. They were very strategic with this shit. Now, as far as like JT being in love with Uzi, I mean, I don't know. I
But
can't speak.
JT's
I can't
doing
Man,
speak
I'm
on
gonna keep
that
it
shit.
real, man.
JT is
they
doing her
came
thing,
out saying
though.
they finesse, man.
JT
They finesse. It's all good.
Well,
She's
well,
doing her
bro,
thing.
they're South Miami. They're gonna finesse. bro.
Hello,
They're
right?
gonna finesse.
Hello.
It don't matter what it is. They're gonna
Hello.
finesse.
Yeah.
Man, when y'all learn this shit, life a big finesse. I'm trying to tell you, it's what I could do for you, what you could do for me. If I want you to land this
It is.
motherfucker and fuck me all the time and do whatever I say, you gotta pay your way. It's the same thing John Malott said. He said that he put himself in that position to live that certain lifestyle so he could do what he said. I love women, so he could do what he wanted to do. So
Yeah, he said he
that's
did it.
the
He
thing.
said he did it for her.
Yeah, that's the thing.
women.
It just depends on what kind of
Yeah.
life you want to live.
Right.
Or or if you want to live like this type of lifestyle, you got to get this woman with this type of lifestyle.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just it's levels to it. That's all.
I'm
it
just
is.
saying it's so rewarding getting your own bag.
Oh
That's
yeah, for
it.
sure. Cause you do what you want to do.
You do what you want. Yeah, no one can tell me shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Wes, what you got for us right now, man? I see you pull something up.
All right, so this one, Kanye West shares his opinion
Uh-oh.
on never getting with an assistant.
Out of all the Kanye moves, is
Right.
You know, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant. I should have had babies with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian. You guys, could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton? How many hotels I have now? you get what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that. The Hilton, you know, the Hilton shit. Because I think I'm staying in a Hilton right now. The fucking Edition Hotels is a Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Hilton had the vision, and then that's what happened. Kim was like the Virgil. Kim was like Paris Hilton's Virgil.
I just was telling y'all that, man.
He's speaking
Come on,
of
man.
Kim like that's not his baby mother. Like he's like and Kim Kardashian like she just
He pissed off at Kim because she basically signed, like she owns her kids type shit from the birth. Like she basically owned the rights to her kids, so he can't really tell her
he can't
shit.
do nothing.
So he's just pissed off.
He's mad about
I
that.
mean-
But
understand.
but what he just said right there, though, I mean,
That
of all the
makes-
crazy shit he says,
That makes sense.
I'm not
though.
mad
I
at him for
mean,
saying it because it is true.
He said I can have a whole bunch of
The
hotels.
world
What
glorified
I can
Paris.
have a whole bunch of hotels.
Somehow
like,
exactly. Somehow the world
Here's a good point.
glorified Paris Hilton's assistant.
Here's a good
Assistant.
point.
This is the truth.
Damn.
But Kim, hey, back to what we were talking about, right? She found a way to get. She found Ray J. She said, "Ray J, come fuck me.
Come on, man.
After you fuck me, we're gonna post this, and I'm gonna be on."
And
Hey, I done
boom,
been
it was
around.
history
I done
from
been
there.
around. I know how
And
that
it was
shit go.
history from there, man.
I know how that shit go. Look at Kim. They came up from that. Ray J said that this how crazy the world is. Ray J said her mom was like, put the tape out.
Of course,
Yeah,
I believe it.
bro.
Chris?
Yeah, she's a
Of
pimp.
course.
She a pimp.
It ain't about
Hello?
the pimp. It's just like everybody in it for this.
She family pimping.
The world is gone. It's never
She
gonna
parking
go
lot
back.
pimping.
It's never
Yeah,
going
she's
back.
she family parking lot pimping. She rings her bells like, hoes, get in here, and all her
Yes.
daughters compiling in.
Everybody,
Can
line
y'all
up.
imagine
Yeah,
that
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
mama
she-
like
yeah, she's
put
like,
it out?
To
Like,
make.
Get it together.
Got some money
Damn.
to make.
What?
Line up.
what? Yo,
That's wild.
that's wild.
No, but for real, that's.
I ain't gonna even lie. I
Accurate.
can't even talk sexually around my mama. Like that is crazy. Like,
Nah, hell
just
no.
put it out. Like, huh? I don't even want to talk about this with
But
you,
you-
mom.
Mother.
But
She's like, we're gonna get money, mother.
if you want to dive deep into this though, Kris Jenner's not the first, not the last. You've heard about all these like horror stories of people's trauma of their mother, because I watch a lot of Soft White, of their mom like selling their kids to other people and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, putting them in that field of prostitution and
right.
all kind of extra shit. It's been happening for a long time. It's just Kris Jenner. She just, you know,
Kris
they're rich
Jenner
as
is-
fuck now.
Kris Jenner,
And,
real fast.
you
Hey,
know,
man,
they done
quick
a
shout
lot.
out to Kris Jenner, man. She a goddamn boss.
Yeah.
Listen, yes, she did that, but she followed up with it with a lot of hard work.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
wasn't like, let's just put this out and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was like she got in line and she made sure that she did everything in her power to make sure that everything was set up for the fam. So I can, yes, it was a little fucked up, but the
look at them-
benefits
but look
and
at
the
them
things
now.
and all the other people
But look at them
like,
now.
that has benefited the people that they've helped, all the shit. You mean just like, man, I think it's fly. So
But look at them now. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like at the end of the
Right.
day, she's not gonna be the first, not gonna be the last. But she just, you know, did a lot
it
with
wasn't
that.
like a one-hit wonder sex tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it was a one-hitter quitter, no pun
Right.
intended. But
Right.
it went out there and it turned into something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, it looks like Kanye's got some final words for us.
But his glasses
Kim
and his hoodie.
Kardashian, you telling me you ain't think she was corny 10 years ago? Twix.
Oh my God. He's so unhinged.
I fuck with Kanye. I fuck with Kanye. He funny as hell.
I love that
Hey, I'm
dude,
gonna keep
man.
it real with you though. So he been putting them on blast like they got
God.
sex trafficking ring going on.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
be real with you. Motherfuckers be thinking certain people was crazy when they start tweaking. He started tweaking out, really putting the truth out when he couldn't. He didn't want his daughter in that certain video with what's the guy name?
Oh, you're talking about Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, he didn't want his daughter in
Yeah.
that, and he got pissed off, right? Because he want her to like grow up like a regular, you know.
Yeah.
He don't want her to, you know, to get in that Illuminati shit and they take his kids. So he know they took him. I feel like he actually telling the truth about a lot of shit. He just crazy. How he talk, so people just be like, oh, this motherfucker crazy. But a crazy, you ever seen a drunk motherfucker on the street?
But
They tell the truth?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
But that's what I'm saying. People will try to label you as crazy and you really tell them the truth. It's just the level of crazy. I mean, there could be a little sprinkle of little delusion in there.
Crazy is
Little
like,
Delulu.
okay,
Little,
Just
little,
hit 'em with
little
crazy.
sprinkle
Flash
it out
Delulu.
in there.
crazy
you
is
know?
like Nicki Minaj.
But-
Nicki Minaj, she's super cool, but she can get crazy. Kim
Wait,
K,
you said
Kim
she
K,
crazy?
not like regular girl
Okay, good, I was
crazy.
about to
She
say.
like regular girl crazy. What I'm saying is
Okay,
like
I was about to say,
Kim
D,
K and
we
them,
about
they
to fight.
do. Kim K and them do got a lot. Like I don't know. It seemed like every time they done with me, then they got goddamn it, LeBron James. After they done with LeBron, you got D'Angelo Russell. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. Like
They said
I
LeBron
feel you.
they kind of do
James.
go after the certain people. Like when
They do.
Right.
Luka got there, Kim was
'Cause
like,
it-
I
'cause it's
like
easy,
Luka.
too.
I like Luka. I got to come to a game, and Luka
Yeah.
was like, I'm good.
That's because it's
He said, I'm good.
Look,
Yeah, he
it's-
seen. He
it's
know
easy
you fuck
to.
with them like your career go down. Remember that she fucked with the white guy from the Brooklyn Nets,
Right, right.
Chris Humphries or something
Humphreys.
Okay.
like that. Yeah, and
Humphreys.
boom, career just went away.
Yeah. I went away is crazy.
Lamar
Oh,
Odom, career
man.
gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Who was that? Who else? Don't let me go down the list. What's his name from the one that won the championship with LeBron James in Cleveland?
I don't know. I don't watch
You know what I'm
sports.
talking about? He's the power forward. Career went down like it's crazy.
What happened to Reggie Bush? Didn't
Right.
she take
Right,
him
right.
first?
Reggie Bush. It's like they put curse on it.
All right, Wes, what do you got for us right now, man?
Okay, so this one's kind of crazy, man. So this is the fourth accusation that hits Atlanta's sugar factory over alleged booze served
Atlanta,
to
of
minors
course. Ugh.
Atlanta.
after video shows
Atlanta.
girl drinking, then in an ambulance.
Damn.
Is there a video attached? Yes. Okay.
That shit sound like.
Hey guys, try this. The Sugar Factory Diamond. I forgot the last word, but
Wait, then the kids.
Yes, and they talking on that camera like it's some grown ass people drinking at Sugar Factory.
Hold on. So that drink's got alcohol in it that they're drinking?
Yes. Yes.
What?
And the mom with the little sprinkle of whatever the fuck she put on there.
That's probably what you back from there.
How did the mom not know though?
Listen, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to this.
And they're drinking it.
Look at them. And
What?
Wait. Can I say something real fast?
go ahead.
That's not a Sugar Factory product. That's a mama part. The mom did that. The mom.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get to that too because look, they're recording this video. They're talking about we had the Sugar Factory and the mom sprinkling whatever the fuck she's sprinkling on the fucking drink. First of all, I don't care even if it was a non-alcoholic drink for them to have that experience at the Sugar Factory, I would have been like, let me taste that first. And I'm not a mom. I have no kids, by the way. No kids. But this
But
is
it's
my
common
mindset.
sense. It's common
okay?
sense.
This is my mindset. I'm like, okay, let me taste that real quick. Let me taste it. Okay. Oh, there's no alcohol? Cool. You guys good. Because any of them can make a mistake. Like the workers, they don't know. Sometimes, like, they don't know if they're serving it to kids. Like, they're like, oh, this is a drink that's been ordered.
Oh, that's real.
You know what I mean? They don't know. So as a mother, and which I'm not, I'm reiterating that again. I would have been like, let me taste that real quick before you guys go ahead and have fun with that drink. The fact that she didn't even think that, and then recording this, and then sprinkling some shit on top, like, oh, here you go, it's cute. And they got drunk, and they end up in the hospital. That's insane work to me. Like, insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane.
This what I'm gonna say.
Like, would you have tasted your child's drink if it was
100%?
like, would you have done that? Like,
I'm a
would you have
father.
done
I got a preteen. There
Yeah.
ain't no way in hell.
But
One hell.
on
because their drinks come like that. So if they said no alcohol,
that
then-
looks like alcohol. The moment that would got
how
brought out.
How does shit look like alcohol?
no.
It's
because-
Sugar Factory. So you
The
get it's
sugar-
non-alcoholic drinks and then it's alcohol drinks, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like this. They probably made a mistake, gave the kids the wrong damn
That's
drink,
what I'm
the
saying,
restaurant, right? The mom should have
Well,
tasted like she
100%.
said. But at the same time, you know, the mom probably trusting them that this is a non-alcoholic
too.
drink, like you said.
Yeah.
And she probably has an alcoholic drink. You know, sometimes you make mistakes as parents.
That's
you get what I'm saying?
true. That's very true.
But we got to put this on this restaurant right here.
But just the fact that it looks like an alcoholic drink, I'm like, wait, let me just make sure. I know I ordered a non-alcoholic drink for my kid, but let me just make sure that there's no alcohol in there.
D, I ain't putting
And,
this shit on the restaurant.
I got to put this on the restaurant.
least
bro.
they coulda-
I gotta put this
I
on-
mean,
They
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
sued. They gonna lose. It's over with.
But that's
the
bullshit.
baby fault. How was it? You don't have. If I ask for a high C, I don't have to taste my baby high C every time.
Well, yeah, because you know it's a high C, but
Maybe
if-
some motherfucking
Hey,
liquor.
today's world, you
No,
should be
but
tasting everyone's
that's-
off goddamn high
listen,
C.
That's a very good point. If you're ordering a high C, you know it's a high C. But the fact that this is a usual alcoholic beverage, so they said make it non-alcoholic, then you have to be like, okay, let me just taste it, because it's not no regular high C. It's something they made a virgin.
So the
drink
place is
of.
called the Sugar Factory.
I love the
right?
Sugar Factory.
The
Shout out
Sugar
to them, though, but
Factory.
fuck them, they
So
fucked
the lawyer's
up.
gonna say this is the Sugar Factory, meaning it started off as the Sugar Factory, but then they added alcoholic drinks.
Listen.
Right. So they have unalcoholic drinks.
Okay.
But I guess the key point here, it sounds like, is this is the fourth one.
The fourth
at
one,
the
actually.
Atlanta location. Now, see,
Yeah.
if this
Oh, they getting sued. It's over with. So, how is
It's
that
done,
somebody-
bro.
It's
How,
somebody,
I'm lost on what y'all saying. How is it the mom's fault? This is the fourth accusation.
Because
No, listen, I didn't say it's completely her fault. I'm just saying,
Order in
like,
the
she
court.
should have checked it. Like, I would have checked
especially
it.
if it's the fourth
I would have checked
accusation.
it. I would have checked it.
But order in the court. You just told me, ma'am. This is your lawyer, your Mr.
Lawyer.
ATM Cowboy. Just said this is the
I
fourth
mean-
time this has happened,
it's a fourth time, but this is a parent problem.
sir.
It
when you guys are
is.
serving
It
your
really
guys
is.
drinks, do you have an alcohol section and a non-alcohol section?
No.
Obviously, you guys need that, sir.
All right.
No, because most
Okay.
places are 21
All right,
and
hold
up.
on. Who in here has been to the Sugar Factory? Who's in here? You have? You haven't?
I went to the one in San Diego.
Yeah?
And I'll tell you everything that they get, I drink before them or eat before them.
Smart.
Okay, see, so
Yeah, suck it.
Listen, I'm not
No
even a
pause.
mom, and I said what I said, and you agree with that, right?
Every
good.
So I was right. So I'll be a great mom one day.
But listen,
But this,
listen,
okay, but deep.
It's definitely
this
on the
is the
restaurant.
fourth time?
It's definitely
Is this
on
the
the
fourth
restaurant.
time?
It's definitely on the restaurant. There's no doubt about it. It's
Fuck
on
the
them.
restaurant.
the mom
But-
could have had a long day and it could have slipped her mind.
But she's sprinkling shit on.
She's sprinkling what comes with the drink and makes it more sugary.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal.
Why the
But
fuck?
here's the deal. If you know you are at a place
Mm-hmm,
that serves alcohol
Alcoholic-
drinks, right?
Uh-huh.
It serves alcohol drinks.
All their drinks are alcoholic.
And you got a fucking fish bowl that's coming out.
That's the alcohol.
I'm gonna look at that fucking thing.
I go to
and
Sugar
I'm gonna
Factory.
tell my
I
son
drink that
Jace.
shit.
I'm like, hold on there, dude. Let me take a little drink of that shit.
Now let me
'Cause,
ask y'all this.
I don't know about
Now, have
that.
y'all ever had a drink sometimes you be like, this is too good. This don't even taste like liquor.
Absolutely.
No, I have been there though.
Now, what if that's the case? You get what I'm saying? Kids just,
I've been there. Then,
it's like, damn, they ain't laughing. Motherfuckers can see it.
listen, and then and before you know it, you're running down the street with your shirt off.
Hey, where motherfuckers are kids
Listen.
like, kids go from woo, woo, woo to
It's the video of them alluding
you ever
to.
seen GTA when they get drunk? They be like, yeah.
Yeah, and then you end up
just
in a
walk through the club,
yeah,
like-
then you end up
It's the
you end up in the
video.
park
It's the
getting
video
touched by a
for me,
homeless
though.
dude.
It's the video. It's the
video
video
is
of them
wild.
alluding to them drinking alcohol because they're like, yeah, we're at the Sugar Factory. Like the kids are like that. They're like, oh, we at the Sugar Factory. Mom's
And that's a
sprinkling
big
shit on
ass
there.
bowl, too. Damn.
Like it's just
They
alluding,
said,
like, and then they actually got drunk. Like
Moral of the story is if you're going to the Atlanta Sugar Factory, check your shit before you drink it.
Yeah, obviously.
If you have
any
kids.
any sugar factory at this
Hey,
point.
that's what I'm going to say, though. They saying this is the fourth time. Whoever running that location, I'm sorry, management need to be fired from the rooter to the tutor.
Facts.
Need to fire the whole management because, and then if you're going to run a business, have it more
That's true.
organized. Instead of putting stuff together, have this side, boom, this is non-alcoholic.
or
Have
just
this
hire
side,
people
this
who know
is
what the
alcoholic.
fuck they're
Listen,
doing.
I'm not going to argue
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Okay, that is a good point. Yes. Okay, fine.
No, it
fine,
is. No, it
fine.
really is. It's a really good point.
Yes, okay. Both parties are at fault here, though. Yes, the sugar
Both.
factory, you're right.
But honestly, sometimes parents make mistakes. So this is why I don't ever do that, right?
So you let your
because,
child
okay,
drink-
one day, just hear me out. We got kids. I
My
got a
child
daughter.
gets turned.
I got one daughter. He got one son. One day, Steve, you may make a minor mistake, and everybody, the whole world against you. You want the
That's
whole world
true.
against you? It
I
may
mean,
just be a
that's
mistake.
true.
You had a long day.
That's
That's all
true.
I'm saying.
That's true.
Y'all
That's
right,
very
I'm
true.
right. It may be a long day. You made a mistake. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. As a
I know.
parent,
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it now.
I can see the
no. I'm gonna
aspect.
play.
I mean, I'm not a
saying.
parent, so
I'm
I
gonna
can see the
I'm gonna play a
aspect.
life of D'Lo, right? I can play the
I can
scenario
see the
now.
aspect.
that's all I'm saying.
I
It could
can
be.
see the aspect of okay, you just it went
Could've
over
been
your
a
head,
long day,
right?
minor
right.
mistake.
I can see it, D'Lo.
But that's
But
a big mistake.
it's just the way that this video was set up, the way that she did is on the camera, like they drinking, they're not.
Yeah.
It's just the whole scenario surrounding that.
Well, I can see it. D'Lo worked. You know, he worked really like 12-hour shift, right? Gets off
He's
work.
falling asleep, and
The,
you
Cu-
know,
the
and
Cubs
then-
the Cubs game is on, so he's watching the Cubs game, and his daughter might be drinking the drink, and he's like, "Nah, I got the Cubs game on." I can
nah, I
see
ain't
it.
going for that
I
yet.
can see
He's
it.
like,
At home,
I can see
hold
it.
on. He's
But I'm just saying, if
Not
she
at
out,
home, Sugar Factory.
just can't automatically just go on the pay. That's all I'm saying.
No,
like,
no, it's on both of them.
Yeah.
It's on for sure the restaurant because if this happened
Four
the
times.
fourth
That's
time,
crazy.
then yeah, that's on them for
That's
sure. Like
crazy.
this is the fourth time. That's crazy. But
Anytime
I'm
it happens
saying,
4
like,
times, that's crazy.
I'm just saying like just going because knowing like the basis around the Sugar Factory, like anybody knows you going to like yeah they got like a even in Vegas. I used to live in Vegas, right? So they have like the restaurant, then they have the candy section. That's for the kids and whoever,
Yeah, they need
right?
to do it like that.
Right, but like the basis around Sugar Factory, they're known for their drinks, their fish bowls, that big ass bowl like full of
I like the
alcohol.
fish bowls.
You can share it with another person, and you'll be straight. When are we going? We can go see.
Hey, that's dope. Yeah, we
can
all
set
gotta
it
go
up.
there. That'd
They
be
just
lit.
opened one in Westgate, right? Not too long ago.
They did.
They
They
did.
did.
Yeah, there is one.
So
over
we
there,
can
yeah.
go there.
Oh,
We
we
can
gotta
kind of
go.
go there.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say this to y'all. So one time I was at a party and somebody had like a City Vodka chocolate drink or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. It didn't
Yeah.
taste like liquor though.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how the fuck am I drunk? I didn't know this. Whoever fuck owns City Vodka now, I'm playing.
Okay.
What they need to no, but what they need to incorporate is that in their drinks.
Okay.
We need to get City Vodka in Sugar Factory to put it in some of their drinks
Oh, that-
so we
yeah.
can get lit.
We
No,
got
no,
the
no,
City
no.
That's all
Kids.
I
City
need.
Listen,
Kids.
there's some truth to what he just said, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was at this house party one time, right? Good friend of mine, and he made this whole jungle juice drink with what do they call this shit? They call it
Sprite, Sweet
Everclear.
Punch.
He had Everclear with it, right?
Everclear? Damn.
Yeah. So I was drinking it like it was Kool-Aid, right? It was good. It was great.
damn.
And like you said,
You was drinking Everclear like it was Kool-Aid?
I was drinking like it was Kool-Aid,
Because
right?
he mixed it.
It was jungle juice.
Okay,
So it tastes like Kool-Aid, right? When I was drinking it, I was like, this is great. So imagine you take this cup, right? Fill, drink, fill, drink. I did that about 6 times.
Usually
Right.
that bitch ready to give it up to anybody.
No. It didn't go sexual, bro.
He was blowing it. He was blowing
It was
it.
sexual.
He was
He
blowing
did
in
say
a bunch of
earlier he
butts
done
that
been
night.
through hella cases before, but he
He,
won.
he was blowing in a bunch of butts that night.
No. There's a meter, right?
You did say you won some cases earlier.
Hold on. There's a proven meter to
Won
this,
him.
right? There's when you're drinking, right? There's sexual. Then there's blackout. Then there's
Diddy party.
you don't even fuck. Diddy party. Okay, fine. I was at Diddy party meeting, right? I was at that meter, right? So what I remember was there was a little bit of flashes going on, and the flashes that I remember, right? I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what happened. But the flashback started coming back, right?
Oh, what flashbacks
And
coming back?
all I remember is I stopped at a red light. I get out of a car and I'm running down the street with my shirt off, and homeless people are getting scared. That's all I remember.
Homeless people. You were scared. You were scaring the
Fuck he
homeless
was on,
people.
boy.
Right.
It was the Everclear.
That's crazy.
Everclear.
It was the
but you know
Nothing was
what?
clear, huh?
But
Nothing
that's
was
crazy.
clear.
Nothing was clear.
No, but that's crazy.
Everclear, but nothing. Goddamn, nothing was
Clear.
clear.
The name should be Never
Everclear
Clear.
look at
Never
you.
Clear.
Never
Never
clear is
never
what it
clear.
should be called.
No, Everclear.
No, but
was-
I
I
will
just
never
remember-
drink that again.
I just remember I was running down the street. No, I got kicked out of the party because
How they gonna get you drunk and put you out?
I got kicked. I got kicked out of one of my best friend's house party. Motherfucker, why'd you let them kick me out? And then I don't know. I must have been on some shit though. But no, yeah, Everclear, man, Jungle Juice and
That's
Everclear.
crazy.
I have
Don't
not
do
heard
it.
of Everclear in so long.
But listen,
since
if you
high
do,
school.
but if you do City Vodka, and Jungle Juice, you might be all right. You might be all right. You're chilling. You're chilling.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
The meter is stuck at. It doesn't go to Diddy party. It's stuck at just girls. The sexy. The
Shit, I've been
freaky
waiting
shit.
for a bottle of City Vodka for the last couple of weeks.
Well, it doesn't get brought to you because it knows it takes you to the freaky level.
The freak, right?
The
right.
freak level. Yeah, freak level.
I mean, he said he's been having some days lately. Remember?
You said this
He
past
said,
week.
He said, what did he say? He missed work. Like,
Oh, not for none of that. I just miss work because just so much shit was
no,
going
but
on.
Rockstar lifestyle. What you been doing?
Yeah, just
D
like,
said.
What
D
you been
said.
doing, D? What you been doing in your lifestyle?
I never tell.
D's like I fuck but never tell.
I don't know, man. You been telling about the
What you been doing,
licking
D?
the
I'm
back of the
curious.
kneecaps and the
Oh,
whole
you did say-
mouth and the.
Try to back
did
it.
say
Try that.
kneecaps,
Try
bro.
that. Try
Look
that.
in the back of the
Wait,
kneecaps.
did you do
That
that?
make 'em
Did
go
you do that
crazy.
lately? The kneecaps?
That make girl. You lick the back of her knee.
Hey,
So-
the
I
internet.
could, like,
hey,
I could
ain't gonna
understand
lie.
that,
The
though.
internet
Like,
liked that one.
weirdly,
though.
I
The
can
internet did
understand
like
that.
that one.
I can
Because
understand
this is the thing.
that.
Well,
How
a
would
guy
you-
automatically go straight for the kill. You
I
can't
can
go
understand
straight.
that, weirdly.
You
I
can't
can
go
really
straight for the kill. You
understand,
can't
like,
go for
how
the
that would
neck
feel good,
or
'cause it's
eating
like a
eating
big
around
rock.
shit.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh,
Every
man.
topic goes to the back.
Hold on,
of the
but time
knee.
out. Cha-Cha, who
And
kicked it
blowing
off
in-
first? He kicked it off. He went
She
on
doesn't
Steve.
have.
Was
She
like,
doesn't.
did
She doesn't have a microphone, so it doesn't count.
It don't count.
Weston tried the kneecap. You tried that kneecap? You tried different stuff that they ain't never had. You licked the elbow, shit like that.
Elbow.
Well, you had
You know what I'm
the.
saying?
You
Like,
can't
D,
feel
I'm
that.
telling you, you
You
had
can't-
the internet very excited about the kneecap stuff.
You can't.
No,
you
the
can't feel the back
internet
of the
went
elbow.
crazy over the kneecap
They
shit.
did, they loved
They
it.
went crazy.
you
They
just
loved
did.
it.
Trust me.
They went
Did
home
y'all,
and
did
tried
y'all
it that
try
night.
the kneecap? I wonder if they tried it. Like people tried the kneecap.
Imagine you really hit the body up, do what you do, and then boom, you give him head.
No, these motherfuckers
They
watched
going
it.
crazy.
No, these motherfuckers watched what he said about the kneecap. They went home, did it. They went, and they're like, oh hell no! They're like, this motherfucker on some
So this is
bullshit.
why-
Salty
so this
ass.
is why you- But listen,
Hey.
when you getting lit,
Ow.
when you lit,
When you lit, you don't give a fuck,
and y'all been
honestly.
drinking and shit like that, you don't give a fuck. You in it. You like in it to win it. You in it to win it. Now it
That's
depends.
true.
If you
No,
messing with
hey.
a dirty chick, then I don't know what kind
No,
you
no,
messing with. Steve.
okay,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
D, this is
I don't know.
all right. D, the first time in Lay on the Table history, I do agree with you on that.
Lay it on the table, history.
You're right. When you're drinking, it's like I feel like the rules go out the window with shit. It really does.
That's why he don't keep City Vodka with him anymore because shit go crazy.
The shit
I
does-
mean-
what, Wes, the
He-
rules
he
go
around
out
not
the
making-
window.
Now, I will say, not all rules go out the window when you're drinking. Not
Okay.
all of them.
No,
You're right.
'Cause
Not
I'm
all.
not licking
Not
no
all.
guy's asshole. I'm
Oh, yeah,
really
that
not.
Oh
can't do
no,
that.
no, good.
That's a
I'm
little
really
bad.
not.
No, Leah,
Boo.
good. Good. Good.
That boo.
Boo. He said boo. How
Yeah,
Wes said boo?
No, but some guys do like it.
No.
Wes
Now,
said
I will
like,
say-
no, I need a
will
mean
say- okay,
salad tosser.
You guys get the first tea. You guys get the first tea of this.
Ah, shit.
Clear that Atlanta throat.
When I was in Atlanta, actually. When I was in Atlanta, actually. That's funny that you said that. That's very
go
funny
ahead,
that
go
you
ahead,
said
bring it
that.
down.
Because when I was in Atlanta, I have never. Just like you, I have a feet. I hate feet. I fucking hate feet. Hate it.
Me too.
I had licked somebody's toe.
You suck some toes?
No, just one toe.
Just one toe.
Just one
Wait,
toe.
What did it
you
get
sucked
you?
a man
What
toe?
did it get you?
See, a man toe different.
What did it get you?
Yes.
Some niggas just be too freaky. That's like, to me, if
Listen.
you let,
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
if you like certain feelings, you fuck around and let a nigga fuck you in jail. That's just my personal
I
opinion.
had sucked a toe, and it was like one toe.
revisit
It
that
was
one,
like
D.
How
more
was
of
the one
a-
toe?
Luckily, it was clean because I would have gagged
I
and
would
threw
guess
up,
it's
and then would have
clean.
been done with it. But I did it for the first time, and I was like,
like
but
that shit,
that's the only. No, I don't like it actually. It's just I did it because I was in the moment.
Right.
And that's as far as it would go. That far as it would go for
But
that.
listen, a man toe different
That's
than a woman
as far as
toe.
it
She
would
said-
go.
You put a whole man foot
said-
in your mouth.
Hey, imagine when you drunk, you like,
But keep in mind,
you looking at it and shit.
Like it's a fucking chicken
that's
grease.
it.
Look, then you gotta play it up. You gotta act like, once he looking like, damn, suck him, motherfucker. You like,
But keep in
Like-
mind, that's all. Keep in mind here.
What toe
like
was
this,
it?
look.
What
So you
toe
like
was
this?
it? Was it the pinky toe or the big toe? One of the middle ones?
don't say the big toe. The big toe?
It was the big toe.
Oh,
Liv was like.
It was the big toe. And I have never done it in my life. Not even with my fiance, my husband. I've never done some shit like that.
Well, at least
Hey.
the big toe like close to giving head.
Hey,
It's like,
Leah woke up the next morning and she was
I
like,
was like, damn,
what
I
did
did
I
a
do?
big toe.
That nigga said, put this shit in your mouth.
But I will fucking say,
put this in your mouth, girl.
just to circle back to your comment on like when you're in the
Trust me,
moment.
be in that moment.
But that's the only moment I would do. I would
Ain't
not
nothing wrong
do
with it.
nothing else. I don't
nothing wrong with
know.
it.
I don't
fucking
know.
crying.
But I will say, I mean, I was getting stuff done to me at the time I was doing that, so it was like it didn't really feel like I was.
Oh,
doing
she don't
that.
like some pimp
if
shit.
you God, see now
shit.
that we're here,
Fuck you. It is a piss.
Shit. No, I'm saying I was obviously being pleasured while I briefly for a second sucked the toe.
Wait a minute, that's like some threesome shit.
No,
Okay.
no, it wasn't.
That
It
do
was
sound like
What's this
even
guy
if it
doing?
is, it's okay. Shit.
Wait,
Okay.
how are you being pleasured and sucking a toe at the same time?
Threesome?
You
No, I was
that
not.
sounds
If it
like
wasn't threesome, I'd be like, great.
Hey, dude's legs was in the air.
No,
you must have been.
Women
You
like
must have
this,
been.
okay?
You
Women
must have
like
been
this.
messing with an octopus.
You guys want me
Hey,
to get? You guys
hey.
want me to get into this for
Yeah,
real?
get into- oh,
Okay.
shit.
Oh shit.
She's finna-
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God, Patreon.
Patreon. This
Patreon,
motherfucker, if
you
you ever put it
bitches.
on.
Oh, hey guys, check this out. So not to
Right.
change, not to change the
How we
subject,
get
but I
back?
just got I just got this on my desk here right now. It says Trump administration reportedly considering policies to increase U.S. birth rate, including a $5,000 baby bonus and expanded child tax credits. What y'all think about that?
So
Damn,
wait,
that's
Get
wait.
smart.
paid
That's
to
gonna make
have
women start
babies.
dropping them.
First of all, yeah, let's just have people who aren't equipped to be parents just have kids
Like the sugar factory?
for the money, and So basically, Trump is doing, and I'm surprised that he's doing this. First of all, I don't know how that makes sense, but now we're just gonna have a whole bunch of drunk kids running around the fucking world like the sugar factory. We're just gonna have a whole bunch of fucking drunk ass motherfucking kids here on this planet, on this earth, just running around drunk, and their parents just not giving a fuck.
Listen, I know the black community. These niggas just out here fucking. So don't let them find this out because these niggas
Hey,
just going.
He's running numbers in his head right
Wait,
now.
wait,
He's
wait.
like, go one,
1,
two,
2,
3.
3.
That's 30K in
He's
1
on his
year.
calculator right now. I see it. He's adding it up.
That's
Damn.
insane.
So this the thing about this is why so many people have babies because they do feel so good and they make you just want to come. And when you this real shit. You ever been in somebody
Okay.
and y'all just friends?
Yep.
And y'all got like a sexual thing going on and it feels so good. And since you've been with her for so long, you got feelings you just want to come or just say I
Yeah.
love you even though it's
Right.
like Nipsey Hussle said.
Right,
Even though you know
in
y'all
the
don't love each other.
moment, in the
it's
moment.
the moment.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna say this though. Sometimes I come back to my senses though too. Right before that moment comes, like, oh shit, fuck this. Kids is expensive.
But that's the thing, though.
But now you can get paid.
5,000.
So do you pull out or you stay in?
5,000 ain't shit. Come with me too.
I just
Trump.
feel like
I
people
give you
need to
10.
have licenses to have kids.
But they doing it
You
for
need
free.
to have licenses to have kids. Go to some classes before you have kids, and if you don't, you got to pay like a. Look, listen. This is how I feel. Look.
Somebody
Just
could
like
look at
driving
this.
school, you need to have fucking schooling for kids, or just like taking a test for licenses, you had to take a test for kids because people just having kids don't know what to fucking do, don't know how to raise kids, and I just feel like Yeah, it should be like this. This is how I would set it up. If you're pregnant, right? Okay, you have to go through a course of parenting courses before you have the kid. If you decide to have a kid, you have to pay a fucking $3,000-$4,000 fine. And if you don't pass it, like that's
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happens if you don't pass?
Okay, listen.
Is somebody just right there to snatch the baby up when it comes out?
Fine.
But what happens if they don't
China
pay
does
it
do
because
that.
they don't have it?
Huh?
What if they can't pay it and they don't have because they don't have it? Because
Execution.
Well, then you gotta get an abortion.
Like off with their head.
It's a cold world out here.
That's what I'm gonna say.
No,
Leah
but it's
playing
just
will
like
never
you
work.
need
This
to
is
like
why.
think about like people just have all these kids and they're just horrible parents in general.
listen,
That's
Leah,
the whole point.
this why it will never
That's
work,
the
right?
whole point.
You know,
to
in
be
China,
great parents.
No, in China,
That's
they,
it. You could have kids, but you have all these people having kids who are horrible parents.
Listen, though,
don't
Leah.
care about the
You
kids.
know why they
They go
doing
to
it, though?
foster care. They go, you know what I mean? Like they're on the streets, go to foster care. Like that's what I'm trying to get at.
You know why they
I
doing
think
it though,
Plan,
right?
I think
It's not a
Plan
lot
B
of
should
us.
be sold over the counter.
I know
It's
it's
not a lot
I
of
think it
us,
is,
and they see
actually.
we go to war with China. Them motherfuckers is like triple of us, so we gotta start having more kids.
I know, but it's like
in
I would
China though they
rather-
find people in China.
all these kids in foster care and all these kids on the streets and
Damn.
everything, like, you know what I mean? It's just deeper than that. It's not because I feel like, oh, people shouldn't have kids. It's deeper than that. People are having kids that they can't take care of. People are having kids where they mistreat.
Too many
people having
unwanted kids. Yeah.
It's too
that
many
are sitting there
unwanted
that
kids.
need that.
And then
need-
they
yeah,
grow up
yeah.
with a fucked up ass life, and then now they have to navigate life the best way they can. And
And now
it's
imagine
just
doubling
everything
that.
plays a part in that, like drugs, like everything you can think of, violent, like everything plays a part in that. That's why I'm like, that's why I feel like that what I said is important for what I would do, because it's like it's deeper than people just having kids. It's the kids themselves.
I think I need to do a little more research on this. I need to see why. Why, unless you guys know, like why did Trump say this? Why?
Well, we
why?
need to- so
why?
we
is
need
But
this?
that's what I want to know.
So-
Why
It
would
is-
you?
I think it does go
because
deep
the
for
whole
sure.
Trying to
conspiracy
expand.
of the world, though,
Trying to expand.
the whole conspiracy has been for this world is, oh, like with COVID or other diseases, oh, they're trying to kill off the human population. So if that's been the conspiracy, then why now is Trump saying he's paying people to have kids?
Sounds like he knows something we don't.
That's what I'm saying, though, because that's been the conspiracy. Like, oh, they're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us off because we're too overpopulated the world, right? People have been saying that for a long time. Like, oh, they're doing all this because they want to kill off us. But now you have Trump here who wants to pay people to procreate. What are we missing here?
That
What's
is
going
very
on now?
interesting,
What's going
though.
on now to where it was that shift from we're overpopulated to now we need more people on this earth? That's what I'm saying. So
Well, it's a known thing though. The government continuously keeps things from us.
obviously,
It's a known thing, right? I'm not gonna go too far crazy into conspiracies and shit because I know people get upset about that. But I think with the kid thing, yeah, they said there was a decline back in 2022. We've had the biggest decline that the country has ever seen in the history since the 1900s in childbirth. So I think with Trump, I like Trump. I fuck with Trump, but he gets a little extreme sometimes. And he's like, "Fuck it, we're having all the babies. I'm paying for all the babies. Let's get this."
but it's not
he's
like
gonna
him
be
to
perfect.
do that though.
All
I'm
the babies.
Like, it's not like him. I'm like, you just came out with this. I would have never expected that from Trump. Like, if anything, I would expect him to be like, no, we need to get rid of people.
So D and Leah, how many babies y'all popping out for this one?
I'm only popping out one baby.
5,000 a pop.
You giving $5,000 in 1 year?
Listen, I'm gonna make my own money to where I don't need to worry about that tax.
Listen,
child tax credit.
these women is
Look,
having babies from deadbeats with no money.
Listen,
so.
I'm gonna make my own money to where I'm not worried about this child tax credit. I'm gonna make my own money. I'm gonna be good. So if I want to have one kid, I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the tax thing. I don't
D's
care.
like, man, I'm about to make six figures.
know.
D's like, I'm about to make 6 figures a year.
No,
I'm gonna be a
because, like,
6-figure earner.
I'm the
No.
type of I want to be a father that's in my kid's life, so I'm good.
No, that's good though, man.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Period.
If you had 6 of them, then you got to be there.
No, that's
He
But
said you
some
gotta be
aren't.
there.
That's what I'm saying. Some
real.
aren't, and some
He's like-
don't care. So I feel like they just gonna sit here and be knocking up. They're gonna be, where can I sign up? You know, and then now they just, you have the deadbeats of the world.
And then you got
Right.
childless.
Don't
Yes,
get it
that's what I'm
twisted. That
saying.
5K going
that's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
mama.
All this plays a part.
5K going to the mama. Don't get
You
it
got
twisted.
people procreating.
That is true. That
And
is
then
true, yeah.
abandoning their children. Like you.
just to get a quick 5 bands,
broken
Yeah.
homes. You know what I mean? You got broken homes. Like
Yep.
just for this.
No,
At the moment, the moment type shit.
and,
Like,
and
I hate it.
And I do feel like, you
I
know,
hate it.
and
No.
I'll get into some serious shit right here now.
Come on, man.
I hate
It's-
it.
Don't get no serious. Let's go to the next subject.
No. I'll finish with this. No. I'll finish with this.
This is where you insert. This is where you insert the violin right here.
Leo already
Yeah.
gave us a serious version, man. We
No, because it's for real.
Well,
You
no,
got broken
I-
homes and all kind of
Well,
shit.
no,
like,
and I agree, and I do agree with that.
No.
And here's and this is something that I've like really been like. It's funny because I've been preaching this a lot lately. I feel like there's a lot of fatherless homes that have happened, right? And it's like it's not the kid's fault, obviously, but I do feel like a father figure is the most important part of a family. Don't get me wrong, the mom plays a very good role, right? But the father teaches you how to hustle. The father teaches you how to be a man, how to be. They also teach their daughter how to like, hey, look out for these type of men.
Absolutely.
So in my opinion, it's like a lot of the issues we have with the crimes that are committed and a lot of things that are in this world are these families these broken home families that are fatherless. And that's all. I'll leave it at that. I won't go too far and deep. We can take that shit to Patreon.
No,
but
fatherless though. That's what I was trying to
the
say.
fatherless homes are
Broken
that's
homes,
yeah.
fatherless homes.
Got y'all. Let's do it. Let's hit the next subject.
D's like, listen, motherfuckers, I don't want to hear this
Motherfucker
shit.
Steve just said the same shit basically Leah said. Come on.
Well, no, but it's
'Cause
the
it's
truth.
true.
But it's the truth, though, man. Fatherless homes are the reasons why there's so many issues in today's world. The crimes committed, you
Shit.
hear all of these women saying,
Fuck drugs.
He puts this drugs,
homelessness, crimes. You look, mental instability, all of it.
All that
it
shit.
all plays a part in that.
domestic
That's what I was trying to say.
domestic abuse.
Take fucking courses to be parents, like,
Take
or else
courses,
you
you
can't
ain't
have
lying.
your kids. You can't have a kid. It'll be up to me. You can't have a kid.
So
But I think the courses is mostly be for the guys then, because the moms pretty much handle the shit.
the moms are good, but it's like
But you can't speak for every mom though.
True.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. Cause
That's some true shit.
Come on, play your part. Count in addiction. Like there's so many scenarios for anybody, man or woman, to where they're not there for their children. So many. So that doesn't even.
So
Look, everybody in general. You want to have a kid? Take some courses, pass a course,
all right.
or else pay like a $50,000 fine.
So we'll end this conversation. We'll end this conversation with this.
Hello.
Less fatherless homes and less moms on crack. So all right, what we got, Wes?
Oh shit!
Oh, hell no. They basically said the same shit like 30 times. We only can use one clip.
You
D.
saw, bitch.
D's like, man, fuck them all. Let's go.
Right, he said, right.
Hell no.
All right, here we go. All right, so
You good on
So-
you good on your kids?
Good.
Okay, good. That's good.
all right, next up we got a woman gets approved for a Hermes Birkin bag and loses her mind. Now the crazy part is, what they say is, I would like to see her reaction after China has revealed the truth about their bags.
Okay, let's see what this bitch
Hold
is
on,
doing.
please. Oh my God, play this fuck shit.
Okay, but I can see her reaction though. So she's freaking out right now
The
about
credit card hasn't been
She's
frozen.
freaking out
a
about
Birkin bag.
being approved to get an Hermes Birkin bag.
Listen, I can see this reaction happening if you get approved for a house or for something that's beneficial for generations to
A
come.
car,
But
a
she got approved for a
house,
fucking
a business
Birkin
spot,
bag.
Oh, so she had to run her credit.
Or if you get
$5,000
$5,000 from Trump to have a baby.
have a baby, you know.
Not
Okay.
mention baby again. Them
But
motherfuckers break it down. For
okay, but here's the issue. All right, now here's the issue I have with brands. Right, it's been a known thing for the probably past 10+ years. Right, that all these like Gucci, Louis Vuitton,
Lord.
Birkin, you name it. Of course, they've been getting it designed in China. Right, they've been having these Chinese factories mass produce these fucking bags and shoes and this and that.
That's why you can go to fucking China, fucking Korea, fucking Japan, and get all these fucking bags for cheap. That is what people don't even see.
They'd be like, "Oh, you pay $2."
They're like, oh my God, I just bought this fucking Chanel bag for $1,000 when really it's like $7,000. You think?
But that's like okay, but that's a good example right there about brands,
Like,
right?
are you?
This is why, like, when you see me, You never see me with a brand name on me, right? Except for Converse, but they're fucking cheap. Whatever.
You said
But you'll never see me with a $30,000 brand because it's like I know how business works.
Mm-hmm.
You get it mass produced in China for fucking pennies on the dollar. You bring it to the U.S. and then
Everything
all of a
comes
sudden
from
you slap a
China.
fucking brand on it like Birkin, Gucci, this and that, and then you just fucking hit the margin. You just raised it by what is that? You're marking it up by like what 5,000, 6,000%.
everything.
That's
comes
crazy
from
to me.
But everything comes from China.
Everything.
China.
We love China.
Whoa, I ni. It means I love you in Chinese. I've been learning my Mandarin.
Wait, what
by
is
the way,
it?
guys.
What is it?
Whoa, I ni.
Well, you are half Chinese, so
Yeah,
I mean,
but I've been learning Mandarin like lately, so I've been
Okay.
like going like really hard with that.
Listen, if I was to fly over to China right now, I'd be like, I want a Birkin bag.
We're taking Leah. We're taking Leah. If we fly out, we taking her.
We'll
Yes,
take a leave
take
because
me.
because what happened was we'll go
I've
to these.
been, I've been really like teaching myself Mandarin. I teach myself a lot, but I've been teaching myself Mandarin.
But listen, we'll go to China. We'll go to a Birkin factory in China, and be like, man, I got like $5. Like, oh, $5 Birkin bag for you.
Yeah,
Like, fuck yeah,
Get a
shit.
Birkin bag from the
I'm gonna take that.
China.
Hey, listen. I'll be like,
Look.
listen, make me 100 of them, and I'm gonna go to the U.S. and I'm gonna flip this shit.
The advice: get your fucking designer from China or Japan or Korea, all of them, whatever.
But here's the deal, right? I'm gonna bring up Jess, right? Hilarious Jess. She was on Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe. She was on Shannon Sharpe's one of his episodes recently, and she talked about how she invests. She talked about Birkin bags as being an investment. Okay, as a businessman, that is one of
How?
the worst investment like talks I've ever heard in my life. Ideas I've ever heard in my
So
life.
it's not an investment for you making somebody else rich.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Investment is you making yourself, trying to
100%.
get yourself, wealthy or get yourself to another level.
can.
Or get yourself
really
in a comfortable
can.
situation.
D, for the first time, we agree on the same thing. On
Is it for the
lay it on
first
the
I
table.
try not to agree with you guys. Sorry.
I try not to agree
Try
with you
not
either.
to.
But first time we agree on something, yes, that was the worst financial advice I've ever heard come from somebody that was like an influencer or a famous person. Because she talked about how, oh yeah, I bought 3 Birkin bags as an investment. That way, if there's a worst case scenario, we can just pull the plug and I can sell these bags. Which 3 weeks ago, China came out and said, oh, we make all your Birkin bags. All of them. Shit. That just crashed the fucking value
No,
right
but
there.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Like
crashed the value.
people, I don't know. It's just so surface level, and people are just so just. Of course, most people, not all people, most people just get fed what they're fed, and they believe it, and they just don't do their own research, and they're just like, okay, this is how it is, but. In reality, do your research. Like,
Got to.
most of our shit comes from China. No matter what the fuck you think it is, it comes from China. So, like, you thinking buying all this extra shit, like, oh, yes, I'm spending thousands of dollars on some shit. You can go somewhere else and get that shit. And people say it's knockoff, but just think about it. Like, that shit is
One of
coming
my
from
homeboys
it.
goes out there. He'll go out there with empty suit. He'll go out there
And
with
come-
some bullshit.
and
yeah,
come
some
back-
bullshit in his suitcase.
And come
dump
back
it out
with
out
hella
there.
designer.
Right, but
hella.
one thing he did say though, they, you got to take all the tags off and all kinds of other shit because they'll stop you and they'll
Yeah, 'cause
search
you
your
can
shit.
go to
Yeah,
jail
can't-
for that.
yeah,
You have to
for
you have
sure.
to
You go to
white you
jail.
have to white label it. Is
Yeah.
what they
You
call
can,
it.
you
Call
can
it
go
white
to jail
label.
for that, for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. So
You like, that's it.
Fuck you was pouring.
It's like, goddamn,
Hey,
are you kidding me?
no, it was-
That Chardonnay hitting.
that shit was like the video, no sound.
Some bullshit.
That's why I bought it, just for you, because that's your Chardonnay.
It gets me hyper. That's my Red Bull.
There's a
Red Bull, for
margarita.
real.
There's there. But no, what I'm saying is, it's like, yes, when you go out of town or go out of the country, so to speak, that you can go to jail for bringing all that shit back because they consider that as, what is it? I forgot the word right now.
I forgot it too. I would have said it.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Counterfeit. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
in realization, that's where everything's coming from. But that's their way of making money. Like, these brands making money. Of course, they're in it. I feel like they're in it with the government. So of course, if you're going out of the country, and they're gonna say, oh yeah, well, you're gonna get in trouble for this if you bring this back, or because this is counterfeit, or this is whatever the fuck the case may be for that. That's why. Because the world has to go around. The money has to keep going.
What people don't realize is that like
People are gonna keep fucking buying this shit. Like,
it goes even beyond even designer, right? Like
beyond that.
Clorox, Windex. What other household products that are famous, right?
Right.
Think about that.
right.
It goes even beyond that. There literally are factories that make it the same, right? Clorox could be the same as this disinfectant, that disinfectant. It comes from. I found out it comes from the same place. All it is just the branding. The branding is
But
different,
listen.
but it's the same results.
Right, that's
same
true.
factory, same people make it. Like, okay, let's the factory's like, we gotta, all right, we just got an order in. We gotta mass produce 100,000 products of Clorox. Okay, cool. All right, Clorox department, you handle that. All right, what's another one? OxyClean department. We got just an order in, come $100,000 department. Let's do it. All in the same fucking building. It's the same ingredients, same result,
what happened
just a
when we had
very pretty
COVID?
branding.
And everybody was ordering shit from Amazon.
Yeah.
And all of
All
it
from
wasn't-
China.
But listen, all of that wasn't from the brand itself that they ordered the shit from.
Right.
So the Clorox brands, the tissue, the whatever the fuck we were supposed to run out of during COVID, when they were going on Amazon, all of that wasn't from that brand. It was from other like companies
Right.
that branded the Clorox or whatever the fucking brand. So it's just like, come on now, just think.
Well,
Just-
you know,
Look, all I know is this tariff shit's real because I be shopping on Temu or Timu or all that shit.
I
And
love-
the same goddamn shirt that was $10 yesterday is $24 right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I look like.
No, but
I'm over
You
here
said,
trying to get
"Fuck
a
I look
cowboy
like."
hat because Steve. And that same cowboy hat was $12.99 just last week. And now it's $64.
You can't put a price on quality.
Steve said,
When
"Yeehaw."
when it comes to cowboy shit, you can't put a price on quality, buddy. Listen, man, you know,
I'm just kidding.
it's all a business at the end of the day. It's all a business at the end of the day. You know, people got to make their money. China's going to fight right now with us with these tariffs and shit. Fuck them kids. That's all I got to say.
Fuck them kids.
Wes, speaking of
your
fuck them
couch.
kids, I see something on the screen right now that actually pisses me the fuck off. It actually pisses me off a little bit.
I put that there so it can
But
make
what's
you mad.
on the
I
screen?
I think
I
you
wanted
did
to
that
see
on
what you was
purpose.
going to say about this.
I know you
It's
did.
his
Okay.
time. It's his time to go off.
Listen,
on it.
listen.
'Cause
This
that's
is
not my subject.
this is where I pick dump DA of the week, and what DA stands for is dumbass of the week. Okay, so in the state of Arizona, what's happening currently right now, right? I'm in the business of vending.
Do it.
There's a lot
shit.
Bitcoin, you name it, right? So I make my living. As of this week, the governor of Arizona plus her AG Mays, they decided to pass some laws that took, and I work with a lot of smoke shops, by the way, with vending. They decided to pass a law that there's these hemp products, right? Hemp is completely legal in the state of Arizona, as California and many other states. They decided, hey, these products that are getting passed as THC-A, right? Hemp products that are have a little bit of THC in it. They're like, we're going to go ahead and make it illegal again in the state of Arizona. So
Bullshit.
now, if you get caught selling weed here in Arizona, here's what happens. One, they treat it as if you're selling fentanyl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
treat it
this
as-
week they just passed the law. If you get caught selling weed or any kind of products, they treat it like you are selling meth or fentanyl.
They might as well sell both.
And that's the thing. That's why I'm giving both of them,
Might as well sell both.
Katie Hobbs and AG Attorney General Mays. You guys get the award of Dumbass of the Week because with you bringing back which was basically the same as the '90s crime bill, you're basically introducing the '90s crime bill back into Arizona. You're going to push these people who are selling weed. They're like, hey, you know what? Why would I sell weed and get the same punishment as somebody selling fentanyl or crack or whatever the fuck it is? I might as well go sell that, make 20 times more money. Guess what? You just pushed all these dealers into selling that shit now. So congratulations. You earned Dumbass of the fucking week. You're allowing these businesses and everyone else that's illegally finding a way to make some money and keep kids out of trouble. Now you're like, fuck it. We're going to charge it like the '90s crime bill. So congratulations. You're pushing all brand new fentanyl dealers into the state of Arizona, which we already got a fucking issue with it as well. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Y'all are idiots.
Fentanyl's been a crazy thing for a minute. So,
And that's my rant. I mean,
but I feel like they just want to lock people up, though. I mean, that's the whole point.
At the end
That's
of the
whole
day,
point.
and this is something I want to say to Katie Hobbs and to Attorney General Mays. These dispensaries are putting money in their pockets right now to outlaw this shit so it can push everybody back to the dispensaries.
Yeah.
It's a lot of corruption involved. The two people that we see on the screen right now are they're done. They are very corrupted. They're accepting money under the table. It's a known thing. I have personally witnessed, and I'm get that in another day. Maybe Patreon. I'll talk about more of that. But I have personally gone on a journalism recording. I was videoed it to where I witnessed behind the scenes of Department of Health and Safety and a few other departments of the state of Arizona being in the pockets of these major dispensaries. That's why I got in some trouble.
Absolutely. They're getting tax money. They're getting all this stuff. They're getting under table money, everything. So
all of it.
If there's something that's going to be out there that's going to disrupt their payments, that
they're gonna pass laws that benefit them. They're gonna pass
laws to block it. Yeah, and right now the weed industry has taken a major hit. All things have just prices have just dropped drastically. So in order to build those back up, like you said, they've got to start putting these laws in effect to start pushing people back to the dispensaries.
Yes.
Because now it's starting to leak into you got these people selling stuff that are
the THCA products.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I noticed that in some of the liquor stores.
Smoke shops.
Oh
yep.
yeah.
Yep.
All over.
But the thing is though, it's like what pisses me off about the situation is these liquor stores, these smoke shops, they still have to pay taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the state is still receiving their tax cut on these legal products. Now Katie Hobbs,
not like the incentives that they're getting under the table.
Right. Yeah. Now, but Katie Hobbs, Attorney General Mays, they're getting these payments from these dispensaries to now be like, okay, hey, listen, the dispensaries are, believe it or not, dispensary owners, this corporate America, is coming in and they're saying, hey, we're going to go ahead and start lobbying these laws per state. Don't think it ain't happening in California and all these other states. Mm-hmm. The moment that dispensaries start losing money, like they are in Arizona, they're going to go push on governors and attorney generals like them and say, hey, listen, we're going to slide you a quick $100K under the table. Don't tell nobody because it's illegal, obviously. You fucking bitches.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, hey, go pass these laws that benefit us. And that's exactly what happened this week. I witnessed it for myself. I'm like, you know what?
They said, fuck that.
They said, we're going to treat this like the 90s crime bill. Anybody, in my opinion, is kind of racist too, but that's a whole nother thing. They're saying, we're going to treat this like the 90s crime bill. And anybody that goes against us, the punishment is you get caught, they're going to hit you with $1 million fine, and they're going to put you in 8 years, minimum 8 years and plus prison time.
That's insane work.
That's 90s crime bill.
How much you talking about you get caught with?
It don't matter. If you're selling even, let's just say you got a little eighth and you sell it and you get popped, they're like $1 million fine, you're going to prison for 9 years. They just passed this in the state of Arizona this week.
I gotta see, 'cause
it's right there. Right there. Right on the state laws. Thank you, Wes, for pulling that up. It's right there on the state site right now as they've passed it.
It don't matter how much you get caught with, they say.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So you might as well sell
when they pass
fentanyl.
You might as well, because if you get caught with weed or selling fentanyl, it's the same.
Well.
Weed is they're almost treating it like weed is a worse punishment than fentanyl. It makes you think,
insane.
Katie Hobbs, are the rumors true? Is the rumors true as they call you the cartel princess? Are the rumors true? She's the cartel princess.
Cartel princess.
The rumors swirl that our governor is the cartel princess. And I'm starting to now when I see these things, I'm starting to believe it.
Cartel princess.
The cartel princess. Congratulations, cartel princess.
Congratulations, Katie Hobbs.
You just earned Dumbass of the Week. Woo!
Katie Hobbs.
Katie Hobbs, DA of the Week, cartel princess. Woo!
Yes, give it up. Good. That's why I said the cartel princess is crazy.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, this was a great episode.
Very great episode, of course.
Our new location, our new spot, our new home, baby. We did it. We finally made it.
We made it.
Like Wes just said. I can't say it, but you can say that.
Yes. You said it.
I can't say that, but Wes can say that.
Yes, this was a
Technically,
great
they don't know that
episode,
because I ain't got a camera yet.
We could
Working
not
on that.